Right, Alice Springs hitting 47 degrees while Melbourne struggles to crack 18. Is your area about to cop the kind of weather whiplash that has already got 3 states under severe weather warnings from the Bureau of Meteorology? Over 6 million Australians are dealing with either extreme heat alerts or storm warnings, and what is developing over the next 72 hours could reshape the weekend forecast. I'll give you exact timing for the major capitals in 30 seconds, but first, chuck your location in the comments right now because tomorrow I am going through every region with personalised updates. Sydney, 32 degrees today, climbing to 34 tomorrow before a southerly buster drops you to 26 Saturday. Melbourne, currently 18, jumping to 28 tomorrow, sharp fall to 19 Saturday arvo. Brisbane sitting at 31, steady at 33 tomorrow, holding around 31 for the weekend. Perth, 38 today, backing to 35 tomorrow, then 32 Saturday. Adelaide at 34, peaking at 39 tomorrow before a cool change brings you to 24. Hobart, mild at 21, warming to 24 tomorrow, cooling to 17 Saturday. Darwin, typical build-up at 33 with afternoon storms through the weekend. Now here is the thing that got meteorologists watching the models every 6 hours. There is a rapidly developing low-pressure system in the Coral Sea showing tropical characteristics, and the difference between Access and the European model could mean isolated showers versus a significant rain event for the entire Queensland coast. The uncertainty window should narrow by tomorrow morning as runs. We've got 3 distinct weather stories playing out. The inland heat is genuinely dangerous. The southern states are dealing with classic temperature swings, and the tropical north is watching this developing system with serious interest. Starting with that inland heat. Broken Hill hit 44 yesterday, Mildura 42, Walgett in northwest New South Wales touched 45. This is day 4 of extreme heat for inland New South Wales, northwest Victoria and eastern South Australia. Total fire ban is in effect across multiple regions. If you RE in Dubbo, Wagga Wagga, Griffith, Mildura, Swan Hill or that inland corridor, you need to take this seriously. The heat S being generated by a massive high over the Bight, pumping hot northerly winds across the interior. Fire danger ratings are at extreme to catastrophic levels. This isn't a weather for outdoor activities. This is stay inside, check on your neighbours kind of heat. Relief is coming, but timing varies dramatically. For Adelaide and South Australia, your cool change arrives late tomorrow afternoon around 5 or 6 p.m. Mount Gambier sees it earlier around lunchtime. Melbourne and Western Victoria, early Saturday morning, 2 or 3 a.m. Regional Victoria, Ballarat, Bendigo, Shepparton, you will wake up Saturday to completely different conditions. But here's where it gets interesting for New South Wales. Sydney and the coast get the southerly Saturday afternoon, probably 3 or 4 p.m. Inland New South Wales waits until Sunday for relief. Broken Hill, Burke, Cobar, another scorcher Saturday before things ease. Actually, I should clarify the Sydney southerly timing. Access shows 3 p.m. Saturday, but recent runs trend later, more like 5 or 6 p.m. The European model has it even later, possibly Saturday evening. This matters for weekend plans. Check back tomorrow because timing should lock in by then. Queensland southeast is fairly stable. Gold Coast and Sunshine Coast around 30 to 32 through the weekend, typical sea breezes. Move inland to Toowoomba, Warwick, Stanthorpe, mid to high 30s with much drier conditions. Central Queensland is different. Rockhampton, Gladstone, Bundaberg, URA where interior heat meets Coral Sea moisture. Low to mid 30s but feels like temps pushing 40 with humidity. Townsville and Cairns, full build-up mode. 32 to 34 degrees, 70 to 80% humidity, afternoon storms firing daily about those storms. Far north Queensland is seeing typical wet season development, but central and southeast Queensland, we need to talk about that developing low. Currently there is a weak tropical low in the Coral Sea, roughly 800 kilometres northeast of Cairns. The Bureau S watching closely, models showing strengthening over 48 to 72 hours. There is one detail creating uncertainty. Access tracks this system staying offshore, bringing increased showers and wind, but nothing major. The European model shows a track closer to coast, potentially bringing heavy rainfall from Mackay to Sunshine Coast. We read talking 100 to 200 millimetres if that scenario plays out. Tomorrow's runs are critical. If this tracks within 300 kilometres of coast, we're looking at a very different weekend for Queensland. Townsville, Mackay, Rockhampton, Bundaberg, keep updated. I'll have detailed breakdowns tomorrow. Western Australia, Perth, you've got that Fremantle doctor working overtime, helping afternoons, but mornings are hot. Bunbury and Southwest similar, mid to high 30s. Real heat is inland. Kalgoorlie hit 46 yesterday. exceptional even for Cal. Geraldton at 38, Broome unusually warm at 36. The Indian Ocean is warmer than average, contributing to overall WA heat. No significant relief for Perth in the next 5 days. Mid to high 30s, sea breezes afternoon, warm overnight minimums. Inland WA, sustained hot spell ahead. If there's one thing about Western Australia's forecast, the heat is persistent. Not a 3-day event like eastern states. Perth and southwest looking at this extending well into next week. Plan accordingly. If you haven't dropped your location in comments yet, do it now. I am reading them every evening, and tomorrow's forecast specifically addresses areas people are asking about. Already got requests for Tasmania, the Riverina, Channel Country. Tasmania, you're right in the most comfortable conditions. Hobart at 21, Launceston similar. Northwest coast around Devonport and Burnie around 23. Weekend sees slight warm up, mid-20s, cooling again early next week. Bass Strait fairly active, winds picking up to 40 to 50 kilometres an hour tomorrow, easing Saturday. Canberra, you'll record in that heat, but altitude keeping things slightly bearable. 36 today, 38 tomorrow, dropping sharply to 23 Saturday when the change comes through. Timing pretty well locked in. Early Saturday morning around 6 or 7 a.m. Northern Territory, Darwin is textbook build-up. 33 degrees, afternoon humidity feeling closer to 40. Thunderstorms most afternoons. Alice Springs in that extreme inland heat. 47 today, similar tomorrow. Actually, let me correct that. Latest access run shows it staying closer to 46 Saturday, Sunday, easing to 42. Bit of a rough trot for Central Australia. If you are travelling that region, carry extra water. Tell someone your plans. Avoid the hottest part of the day. This isn't too weather to muck about with. New South Wales coastal strip, the southerly creates different conditions north to south. Newcastle and Hunter change Saturday evening, 6 or 7 p.m. Wollongong and Illawarra, similar to Sydney, mid to late Saturday afternoon. Coffs Harbour and mid-north coast, not until Sunday morning. South coast from Bateman's Bay down, getting it earlier. Friday night into early Saturday. Eden, Merimbula, Narooma could wake Saturday to completely different conditions. Inland New South Wales. Fascinating meteorologically. Heat trough sitting over western parts, just not moving. Jet stream too far south to kick it along. Burke, Brewarina, Wilcannia. Stuck in this until the southern change works through. Looks like Sunday or Monday. Models showing good agreement on overall pattern, but uncertainty about rainfall. Scattered showers and storms possible behind cool change for inland areas. Amounts look light, 5 to 15 millimetres at best. Not enough to help dry conditions. Back to that Queensland tropical low. The 1200 UTC access run shows the system forecast to intensify to tropical cyclone strength but staying well offshore. Category 1, maybe 2 at peak. Main impacts are increased swells along Queensland coast, gusty winds, scattered showers. Still 3 days out from closest approach. 3 days is right at the edge where tropical cyclone forecasting gets reliable. Track could shift, intensity could change. Check back tomorrow. We'll have another 12 to 18 hours of model data, confidence levels much higher. Coastal Queensland from Mackay northward, just be aware this is developing. Have a plan, know where to get updates, but don't panic. The Bureau will issue proper warnings if this becomes a direct threat. South Australia more broadly, southeast around Mount Gambier, Narracorda, Victoria border getting cool change first. Adelaide and Central Coast get it tomorrow. Arvo, north of SA, Port Augusta, Coober Pedy, same as inland New South Wales. Heat persists through weekend. Victoria S regional centres. Geelong follows Melbourne almost exactly, maybe hour or two later. Warrnambool and Southwest Coast get it Friday evening, 8 or 9 p.m. Bendigo, Echuca, Shepparton in the North Sea, biggest swings. 40 plus Friday, dropping to low 20s Saturday afternoon. That's a 20-degree change in 12 hours. Gippsland and eastern Victoria, cool change comes through, potentially seeing rainfall Saturday night into Sunday. Not heavy, 10 to 20 millimetres. Sale, Bairnsdale, Lakes Entrance, keep eye on updates because there is model disagreement about amounts. Now, compounding effects of this heat, particularly inland. Not just one hot day, 4, 5, 6 days straight. Overnight minimums not dropping below 25 in some areas. No relief. Buildings stay hot, everything is radiating heat. Murray River towns, Mildura, Griffith, Deniliquin, Echuca, Swan Hill, sustained extreme heat. Power grids under pressure, check on elderly neighbours, make sure pets have shade and water. Serious health risk weather for vulnerable people. Fire danger can't be overstated. With total fire ban days, 1 spark is all it takes. No barbecues, no angle grinders, no mowing during heat. Grass is tinder dry across huge areas of New South Wales, Victoria, SA. Even with cool change coming, fire risk doesn't vanish immediately. Weekend outlook broadly. Saturday, southern half experiencing transition. Cool change working through, temperatures dropping, increased wind, potentially showers. Sunday settles down. Melbourne and Adelaide wake to pleasant mid-20s. Sydney similar. Perth stays warm but stable. Tropical north maintains build-up pattern right through. Darwin, Cairns, Townsville, this routine until wet season properly kicks in could be another few weeks. Afternoon storms, high humidity, warm nights. If you haven't commented your location, do it now. Tomorrow I am going deeper on specific regions based on what people ask about. Want to cover areas that matter to you. Next week, preliminary look, signs of another heat event developing midweek for interior. High pressure not moving much, just wobbling. Each wobble pumps more heat inland. Burke, Broken Hill, Mildura, extending into southern Queensland around Charleville, Cunnamulla, might not get much relief before next hot spell. Better clarity tomorrow on extended range models. Coastal areas should maintain comfortable conditions next week. Sea surface temps warm, keeping overnight minimums up, but sea breezes reliable, so daytime maximums stay reasonable. Actually clarifying those Queensland showers. When I said 100 to 200 millimetres, that is potential if tropical low tracks close to coast. Current most likely scenario more like 20 to 50 millimetres scattered along coast. Still useful rain, still impactful for outdoor plans, but not the heavy falls worst case European scenario showed. This is why comparing models matters. Access gives one picture, European another, GFS something slightly different. We're reweighing which performed better recently, which handles tropical systems better, making a call on most likely outcome. Right now, leaning towards access, offshore track, limited impacts, but that could change. Tomorrow, S models might swing towards European solution or converge on something in between. This is the nature of forecasting 3, 4, 5 days out. Inherent uncertainty, anyone claiming to know exactly what happens is overconfident or not being straight. Right, what I am watching for tomorrow, that tropical low off Queensland is number 1. Track and intensity forecast should tighten considerably. Number 2, exact timing of southerly change for Sydney and Central Coast. Still 3 to 4 hour uncertainty window. Number 3, extended outlook for interior. If another heat event building next week, need to flag that now so people can prepare. Number 4, rainfall forecast for areas desperately needing it. Parts of inland New South Wales and Queensland would love follow-up rain to cool change. Not looking likely though. Weather forecasting constantly evolves. What I am telling you now is best available information at this moment. Tomorrow, new model runs, new satellite imagery, new observations. Forecast will refine. That S not being wishy-washy, that S atmospheric science reality. Some forecasts are high confidence. Very confident about general pattern, southerly moving through, heat persisting inland until it arrives. Other elements, lower confidence, exact timing, precise rainfall, tropical low track. These become clearer as we get closer. Thanks for sticking around. This has been detailed because weather pattern is genuinely complex. Multiple systems, multiple timescales, significant regional variations. Tomorrow I'll focus on areas people ask about in comments, updates on tropical system, looking ahead to next week properly. Before I go, practical reminders. Area under total fire ban, take it seriously. Extreme heat, stay hydrated, check on vulnerable people, avoid hottest part of day. Coastal Queensland, stay alert to updates about developing low, probably staying offshore, worth monitoring. Tomorrow's video up around same time, maybe earlier if overnight models show something significant. I really do read comments. Your location requests help tailor coverage. Chuck your city or region in. I'll make sure it gets addressed. Bureau of Meteorology has all official warnings and up-to-the-minute observations. I'm here to interpret models, give context, help you understand what's coming. But for official warnings, especially severe weather and fire danger, BOM is your source. Appreciate you watching. See you tomorrow with updated forecasts for your area. Stay safe in this heat. And remember, conditions changing over next 48 hours, so check